There are 7 habits that will boost your energy instantly, but we're not talking about anything extreme. These habits are simple, quick, and anyone can do them, especially if you're someone who starts the day already feeling drained, with no energy for anything. Most people wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is grab their phone. Then, right after scrolling for a while, they reach for coffee, hoping it'll fix that tired feeling. But the real problem started before all of that. The first thing you should do when you wake up is drink water. Seriously, water. While you sleep, your body loses around 1 liter of water, just through breathing and sweating. That means by the time you wake up, you're already dehydrated. And guess what dehydration causes? Headaches, brain fog, low energy. That groggy feeling like you're still half asleep isn't just sleep inertia, it's your body begging for hydration. But the moment you chug water after waking up, it's like hitting the power on switch. Your brain starts firing, your metabolism kicks in, your energy levels rise. It's wild how something so simple can be so powerful. Most people reach for coffee the second they wake up, but your body's screaming, bro, I need water, not more stimulus. I didn't believe it at first either until I tried it. Now the first thing I do every single morning is drink at least 500 milliliters of water. Within 10 minutes, I feel sharper, more alive, ready to move. Try it for the next 3 mornings, just water, right after waking up. Then come back and tell me you don't feel the difference. Now that your body's awake, it's time to tap into a natural energy source you've probably been ignoring every single day. It's outside your window right now, and it costs nothing. Sunlight. I'm not talking about laying out for a tan. I'm talking about exposing your eyes and skin to natural sunlight within the first hour of your day. Here's why this matters. Sunlight triggers a chemical in your brain called serotonin. That's the same neurotransmitter responsible for mood, focus, and energy. It also regulates your circadian rhythm, your internal clock. When you get sunlight in the morning, it tells your body, hey, it's daytime, wake up, let's go. The effect of this is immediate. You feel more alert, more motivated, more clear-headed. Your body starts producing cortisol, not the bad stress kind, but the natural, healthy dose that helps you feel alive and energized. But if you skip that sunlight, your brain stays in sleep mode. You'll feel slower, lazier, like you're dragging your feet through the morning. I used to wake up and stay inside for hours thinking I was being productive. But once I started stepping outside, even just for 5 to 10 minutes, my entire morning shifted. It felt like plugging myself into a charger. The best time to do this is within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Step outside, no sunglasses, let the light hit your face. You don't need a beach, just a patch of sky and a moment of stillness. It's free, it's fast, and it works. And once your brain gets that first hit of natural energy from the sun, you need to make sure it spreads throughout your entire body. Because light flips the switch, but movement keeps the power flowing. I'm sure you've had days where you woke up but felt like your energy was stuck, like your body's awake, but something heavy is holding you back. That's not in your head, that's stagnant energy. And the fastest way to release it is simple: move your body. But I'm not talking about a full gym workout. I'm talking about dynamic movement, short bursts of intentional motion that get your blood flowing and your nervous system online. Here's what that might look like: 20 jumping jacks, 10 deep squats, a quick set of push-ups, and shadow boxing in your room like you're training for a fight. You don't need equipment. You don't even need a plan. What matters is that you move in a way that elevates your heart rate and activates your muscles. Even 2 to 3 minutes is enough to send a signal to your brain. We're awake, we're alive, let's go. Physically, this increases blood circulation, delivers more oxygen to your brain, and triggers the release of dopamine and endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and focus. Mentally, it breaks the pattern of sluggishness. It tells your inner system, we're not just surviving this day, we're attacking it. There were mornings where I felt completely drained, like nothing could wake me up. Then I started doing 2 minutes of shadow boxing right after brushing my teeth. Felt stupid at first, until I realized I was walking out the door with my head up and my energy on. Don't overthink it, just move. Get your body involved, and your mind will follow. Now that your body is charged and your blood is moving, let's flip the next switch, your sense of hearing. Because the right sound can wake up your brain in a whole new way. We underestimate how powerful sound is. Most people start their day in silence or worse, with some chaotic noise, a loud alarm, angry traffic, depressing news, or scrolling through TikToks that leave them feeling empty. But sound is energy. And if you feed your brain the right kind of sound, it can shift your entire mental state in seconds. I'm talking about audio that stimulates your brainwaves, things like uplifting music, nature sounds, binaural beats, or 432 Hz frequencies, and even your favorite hype song that makes you feel unstoppable. These sounds affect your nervous system, reduce stress, and literally change your brain chemistry. They activate areas of the brain tied to focus, emotion, and memory. But it's not just about relaxing, it's about setting the tone for your day. I used to wake up and instantly doom scroll. the first thing my brain heard was negativity, distraction, and noise. It was like poisoning my mind before I even had a chance to think straight. Then I started using sound intentionally. Before I touch my phone, I play something that aligns with how I want to feel. Grounded, focused, powerful. It's like I'm reprogramming my mental software before the day even begins. So tomorrow morning, try this. Choose a soundtrack for your energy, something that matches the version of yourself you're trying to become, and let that sound wake you up. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Now that you've stimulated your senses, here comes a surprising twist, because sometimes the best way to gain energy is to actually pause. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Pushing harder doesn't always mean moving forward. Sometimes the real power comes from knowing when to stop. Not quit, just pause. In a world that glorifies hustle and grind, we've been brainwashed to believe that rest equals weakness, that slowing down is for losers. But that mindset is what's burning you out, killing your creativity and draining your energy at the source. The human brain isn't designed for non-stop input. It needs space, it needs recovery, it needs silence. Taking short, intentional breaks, even just 2 to 5 minutes, can reset your nervous system, lower cortisol levels, boost focus and mental clarity, and restore physical and emotional energy. When you're constantly grinding without pause, your performance dips. You don't even notice it at first, but over time your thoughts get foggy, your reactions slow down, and your motivation starts to crumble. But when you pause, when you stop, breathe, and do nothing for a moment, it's like hitting refresh on your brain. I used to think I was lazy if I took a break. Now I realize strategic rest is part of high performance. I call it the power pause. No scrolling, no multitasking, just you, silence, and breath. Close your eyes. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Repeat 3 times. You'll feel it. That internal reset, that clarity, that small but powerful shift that brings you back to the moment. Try doing this once in the morning, once midday, and once before bed. Watch what happens. And speaking of quick resets, what if I told you there's something even faster than coffee that can recharge you in just 5 minutes? Don't get me wrong, coffee is amazing. I'm not here to take it away from you, but let's be real. A lot of people are addicted to it because they've forgotten how to create natural energy on their own. Here's a secret. There's something that can boost your energy faster than caffeine, with no crash, no dependency, and no $5 price tag. It's controlled breathing. Yeah, just breathing. But not the kind of shallow breathing you do on autopilot all day. I'm talking about deep, intentional, energizing breath work. In just 5 minutes, the right breathing technique can wake up your nervous system, increase oxygen flow to your brain, reduce anxiety, sharpen your focus, and leave you feeling more awake than a double espresso ever could. One of the most effective methods is the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, and repeat this for 5 full minutes. The first time I tried this, I didn't believe it would work. 5 minutes later, I felt like someone had rebooted my entire system. There's also Wim Hof style breathing. It's more intense and gives you a bigger energy boost. You take 30 deep breaths in and out, then hold your breath for 15 seconds and release. Then you repeat this process 3 times. It makes your body feel full of power, like it's on fire. This is energy straight from your biology. No chemicals, no hacks, just breathe. So tomorrow, before your first cup of coffee, give your lungs a shot at waking you up first. But here's the thing, energy isn't just about your body. There's a stronger kind that comes from inside when you remember the real reason behind everything you're doing. Sometimes it's not your body that's tired, it's your soul that's drained. You've had those days, right? Where no amount of sleep, caffeine, workouts, or productivity hacks make a difference. You feel flat, numb, like you're just going through the motions. That's not a physical problem, that's a purpose problem. You've lost connection to your why. And here's the truth, no habit, no supplement, no morning routine will ever match the energy boost that comes from reconnecting with your deeper reason for waking up. Your why is your inner fuel. It's the fire inside your chest that says, I want more for my life. I'm doing this for my family. I'm not going back to who I used to be. Most people drift through life without ever asking themselves what they're fighting for. And without that internal compass, every day starts to feel the same. Empty, heavy, directionless. But when you pause and remind yourself, even for 60 seconds, of what you're chasing, you tap into emotional energy, and that stuff is powerful. I keep a note on my phone titled, Why I Can't Quit. On the days I feel dead inside, I read it, and every single time I feel something shift. Not just in my head, in my chest. It hits different. You can do the same. Write it out, make a list, keep a photo, create a mantra, whatever keeps your why alive. Because when your purpose is clear, your energy finds its way back to you. Energy isn't just something you chase, it's something you protect. And in a world that's constantly trying to drain you through noise, pressure, distraction, and doubt, choosing to protect your energy is an act of rebellion. It's a declaration that your life matters, that your time isn't up for grabs, that your soul isn't for sale. Because the truth is, most people aren't tired. They're disconnected from their body, from their breath, from their purpose. But you don't have to live like that. Every single day is a chance to take your energy back, not by doing more, but by doing what actually matters. Protect it, guard it, feed it, because when you own your energy, you stop surviving and start creating the life you were meant to live.